What's going on YouTube? Johnny here, back with another video for you guys. As always, hope everyone's been doing well and you had a great week. Today's video, we're making an old school 7-Up lemon cake. So with that being said, let's get into the baking. And I'm super excited to make this video today because one, it's very easy to make, only a couple of steps, one of the more simple desserts out there to be honest. And then two, it's kind of like a little family tradition or history of dessert with our family. My mom, so my grandma would make it for her, and then my great-grandmother would also make it for my grandma and my mom. So we're extending the family tradition here with the baking of this dessert. So first and foremost, we're using our lemon cake. You can use plain yellow cake, but we really like the lemon in it, so that's why we're using the lemon. I went ahead and dusted our bundt pan. You can also use a regular cake pan or a rectangular pan, totally your preference. We really like, as I'm sure you've seen from the videos, we really like our bundt cakes here on the channel. We're also using instant pudding, lemon pudding, and then also to enhance the lemon flavor and to just give it that little extra oomph in the cake itself, we're using lemon extract right here in this little bottle. And then in this container, we have our 7-Up, we have our oil in this one, and then lastly, we have our eggs. So those are the ingredients. And then lastly, we also have the mixer because there would be no cake without this mixer. All right, and as I said, this is super easy. So we're gonna start with the lemon cake mix. Then we have our instant lemon pudding.
I think you got it all.
Then we have our 7-Up, the oil, the eggs, and then about a teaspoon, and as cameraman was saying, personal preference. So that's good. More? All right, sorry, she had a reaction behind the camera, so I thought I did too much. It's gonna be a tangy cake if I'm not careful. And then all we have to do is literally, you just dump all of the ingredients into the mixer. You'll want to start on a low because you don't want to create a dust storm or massive cloud of cake mix in your face or anything like that. And we'll just let this go and mix thoroughly, but we also want to be careful not to overmix. So I'll see you in the next bit. All right, and then a little way through the mixing process, you just want to stop, make sure that you scrape the sides of the bowl and then as well as the bottom to make sure that you get everything out of there. And then we can just go like this and then mix for a little bit more. All right, so then now what I'm gonna do is just for the initial amount of the cake batter right here, I'll just scoop that out into the bundt pan like that, carefully turning, and then I can always go back in and get the rest out with the spatula later, but I just want to make sure I started and got like a neat pour into the bundt pan itself. Alrighty, so here's what we're looking like. It is in the bundt pan, ready to go. So then we're going to stick this in the oven. It's set at 325, and usually with the bundt pan, it's probably closer from 50 minutes to an hour, but we'll start checking around 30 to 45 minutes. And then a good sign that it's ready is when you can start smelling it. And it's hard to explain, but you know, if you're baking something and it starts to release the aroma, that's when you know. So we'll go ahead and let that do its thing in the oven, and we'll see you in a little bit. All right, so it's been about 37 minutes and it's ready to go. And sous chef, he smelled the cake and he let us know it's ready to go too. So that's double confirmation. And when I say double confirmation, because we also did the little chopstick test and no batter was sticking to it when we pulled it out of the cake. So here is what we're looking like. So we're gonna let that cool off, and we haven't decided. The icing or the glaze for the cake is still TBD. We haven't decided if we want to do that or not. But nonetheless, we'll let this cool off, and then we'll see in the next bit whether it's making the icing or on the plate itself. Alrighty, so here we go. It has been resting and cooled off for a while now. And then again, we went around the perimeter or the edge of the cake itself in the bundt pan with a plastic fork so that way we don't scratch the pan. But drum roll please. Here we go, here we go. Nice. Cool. So it's looking nice. Still intact. So I call that a win. That it's all in one piece. And we'll go ahead and get started on the glaze. Alrighty, and for the glaze, it's right on theme with tonight's episode of being an easy dessert. It's an easy glaze as well. So we have our powdered sugar, we have our milk, and lemon juice. So what we'll do, gotta put those at an angle. I don't want to break any glass into the glaze. So, and then we'll just mix it around, and we'll just incorporate everything. And this is pretty much it. And the cool thing about this cake, you can do a glaze, you can just sprinkle it with powdered sugar, or you don't even have to have anything. And it's the biggest thing, I know I sound like a broken record, it's just super easy to make. And it's easily, customizable, with what you want to do. All right, and for this next bit, we have our thicker chopstick. So then what we do with this, you don't have to, but what we like to do is just go zigzag and put holes into the cake. And that way, in the next part, when I'm pouring the glaze over the cake, with these holes, it allows the glaze to really seep down into the cake and for the cake to really absorb that. And to me, it makes a big difference and actually enhances the flavor of the cake. So I'll go ahead and finish that up. Alrighty, so it is time. Here's what the cake is looking like right now. So then what I did was I put the glaze in this measuring cup, so that way I have more control over pouring out the glaze rather than the glass bowl. So then what you do is you can just kind of keep it centered. And then what I'll do is just pause for a second, kind of let it do its thing. And as you can see, you can adjust as needed and just rotate, and you can pour out more wherever you need it. And it's kind of like a cool little art project when it comes time to this part of the cake. So look, zigzags, custom lines, art. Put this in a museum. And it's totally up to your discretion. If you like a lot of glaze on your cake, you can add all of it. It just depends. So, cameraman, what do you think?
More in this area.
All right.
Yeah.
At this point, we might as well just use all of it. And if you want, you can get fancy with it. Look like this. And go from a distance. We have a bit of an interrupted flow, but that's all right. Throw a couple shakes in there. Like you're shaking the salt. It's the salt shaker. All right. It's both a great time, but kind of a sad time because it's time to eat a cake. But then I also have to destroy my wonderful art piece. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut where the fold of the bundt cake is itself. So the shape of it. Because I like a big slice of this. So go like that. And then, here we go. Boom. There we go. Nice. Here's the rest of the cake if if you guys are wondering. That's what it looks like. Here we go. Alright guys, so the slice of cake is already gone. I had to finish eating that before the outro. It was too tasty for me to leave and film the outro first. But now that we're in the outro, just want to say thank you guys so much for stopping by, tuning in, and supporting me in the channel. As always, I hope you enjoyed today's video. It's a very easy cake to make, and honestly, I think it's a great dessert, snack, sweet treat, whatever you want to call it, to take to a family member's house, a friend's house, party, whatever it is. And it's always tasty, it's moist, so it makes for a great treat. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and hit that notification button so you don't miss when I upload here on the channel. Have a great rest of the weekend, upcoming week. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.